Hey guys, how's it going today? Welcome to a video talking about, us getting to 500 subs. Can you even believe it? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how fast we got to this. I mean, we did make it a little bit late for the actual sub goal, but because of my Discord community, they kind of they wanted me to continue through with the sub goal even though it was a little bit late. But we did it. We made it to 500. I think that's fantastic. And, another sub goal is going to be coming around the corner. But I think that's going to be one that's not really on a time restriction, more of just whenever it happens, it happens. And you guys actually kind of already know about it. So I guess there's really no reason for me to hide it. It's basically at 1,000 subs, you guys get to see my beautiful face. You guys don't know what it looks like, and you guys will be able to see it at 1,000 subs. So whenever that happens, that's gonna be what happens. And of course, we're going to have some sort of celebration. We'll probably do like a stream or something like that. I mean, I'm thinking that my living condition is going to change again by the time that happens. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to start off a brand new series. I wanted to start off a series where it wasn't me playing a game for you guys, but it was me talking to you guys or telling a story that has happened in my life. And I wanted to do this for kind of two kind of reasons, which are that I've had some pretty hilarious stories that have happened in my life, and I've had some stories that are pretty ridiculous. And I think that they kind of deserve to be told. And we're starting off with kind of a mellow one. It's really the only reason why I'm kind of starting off with this one is because it really kind of sets the groundwork for some of the future stories, and we're gonna really try to escalate it up to some of the more ridiculous and crazy stories. Because this one starts off of day one of a foreign exchange program that happens with Japan. So, and my school, my high school. And so in freshman year, I started Japanese, and it was my first year taking Japanese, so I was very bad at it. But for the Japanese class, kind of. I mean, you didn't have to participate in the class to go on this trip, but it was recommended for Japanese students. But there's a Japanese foreign exchange program, and I decided, and a lot of my friends also kind of talked me into doing it as well, and we also all kind of agreed to do it. So, a couple of my friends went as well, and it was a blast. I mean, we've got some crazy stories of multiple people, and then also just me and one of my friends. And I wanted to tell those stories. Tell one of those stories today. So we're gonna start off with day one of this Japan trip, and yeah. So this is after 14 hours of travel. We're all extremely exhausted, and we are getting on this bus, and we're heading towards the hotel. And this hotel is in Tokyo. That's where we're staying the first night. That's where we arrived from, and such. So we go to this hotel, and as soon as we go off the bus, Kei Sensei, who is essentially the teacher of the of this Japanese class in my high school, he was basically telling us all that we were going to be two people per room in this hotel, and that who we were going to be rooming with, because I guess he thought it was going to be too crazy if we got to pick our own roommates or something like that. I'm not really sure. But point is, though, is he selected the roommates and such. So he starts calling out names, though. And, and I hear my name. And I'm like, okay, who am I going to be with? I mean, majority of these people are my friends. I went to a small school, so I basically know everybody anyway. And, of course, it was a small group. It wasn't a massive group. I think we had 19 kids on the trip or something on the lines of that. But he calls out my name. And after my name, I hear the name Grant. And I think to myself, how? What did we do? We didn't even like bribe him. Like, what? So Grant is a very close friend, especially at the time. Um, and we always did some crazy, crazy stuff together. Um, Basically, all of these stories kind of result from me and Grant being together in the same room. And I mean, we didn't even necessarily have to be in the same room for crazy stuff to happen. If we were talking or something like that, crazy things would happen. So, so K Sensei calls out my name with Grant, and and that was just already crazy. And so we after this, we all go to our rooms, and Grant is super excited, like super excited to show me the room, and I'm like, I'm a little confused, like. Why is he so excited about showing me a hotel room? Like it shouldn't be that interesting. And we go into the room, and before he does anything else, he's like, "Dude, you got to check out the bathroom." And I'm like, "Okay." I look into the bathroom. It looks like a bathroom. There's really not that much stuff that's exciting in there or anything like that. He goes to the toilet and he's like, "No, you got to check this out." And he's like, "It's got a bidet." And I'm like, "Okay, so it cleans your bum." Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And he's like, "No, I'm gonna show you how it works." And I'm like, "Okay, sure, I guess." And so he for this bidet to work, he had to pressurize the seat, and so he puts his leg, or well, foot onto the seat and to pressurize it, and he leans over the toilet to push the button of the bidet, and he pushes it, and this direct stream of water that is just, it's just a stream, like it's a constant stream, and it just shoots right into Grant's eye. And he gets hit in the eye, he stumbles back, clutching at his eye, like he almost rolling out of the room. And the bidet just continues to squirt the ceiling, and like it was forceful. I did not expect a bidet to be that forceful, and so I couldn't find the button to turn it off. So I just closed the lid of the seat, and I could feel it and hear it just continue to push water onto the seat of the toilet. But then it finally stops, and Grant is still holding his eye, and his eye's a little red. But I mean, he was obviously fine. But that is essentially just day one of our adventure in Japan, and yeah, it gets even more crazier the more I think of it, with some of the other stories. So I hope you guys liked this story. If you guys did like this story, let me know in the comments. If you guys want some more, let me know as well. And I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys found a little bit of humor in it. And don't worry, it's gonna get funnier and funnier. So I hope you guys like this. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, anything of the sorts, leave them in the comments down below. And in my description, you can find all sorts of different links. You can find my Twitter, my Twitch, and also the Discord channel down there. And also, if you want to support the channel, you can also find my Patreon link down there as well. And of course, I would like to thank my Patreons for supporting the channel. And as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel and you guys like what you saw, then please do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.